Hello all you wonderful people out there on YouTube. I'm Elliot.
I'm Phineas.
And we are the Peters Bros, and we are going to tell you our 5-item Force Friday wish list.
We each have one.
Force Friday 2 was on the 1st of September, and it was the big unveiling of all of the Last Jedi merchandise.
And a Friday.
It was a Friday. As we did not have enough money to buy everything, we decided to come up with mock wish lists.
So the first item on my list is not one of the most expensive items that they released on Force Friday, but it is lots of fun. The Last Jedi pin lanyard pouch and charm. For those of you who don't speak Disney website lingo.
I do, and I still don't know what that means.
That is a pouch to put on a lanyard. It's more fun than it sounds. As you can see, there's some really cool artwork on here. This could be very handy for your annual pass or your ticket to go to the Disney parks, and it's really stylish. As you can see behind Kylo Ren there, who is not wearing his helmet, there are some of the First Order Heavy Assault Walkers that are going to be in the new movie.
I must say, I'm really enjoying the Luke-esque pose that they've got Rey in. It's very, very similar to the pose that Luke was in the original Star Wars poster.
On to the next item. The second item on my list is the brand new Star Wars-y, super cool magic bands. These are the newer magic band model. I think they're calling them Magic Band 2.
For those of you who don't know, magic bands are kind of like an all-access pass when it comes to Disney parks, especially Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. They're a little wristband that allows you to pay for your food while at the parks, pay for merchandise. It serves as your park ticket and your credit card, and it all gets charged to your room.
A lot of people were unhappy early on about the fact that the magic bands kept breaking. I don't know if they might have fixed this with the newer models. I mean, mine never broke. I don't know what these people were doing with them. Side note, I once looked on Amazon for like an action figure or something, and somebody reviewed it being like, "This is a piece of crap. Its arm fell off when I jumped down the stairs." I just found that so funny. Anyway, the design on these magic bands that make them Star Wars-y include C-3PO and R2-D2, Stormtrooper, First Order Judicial Stormtrooper, Chewbacca with the Porgs, and Luke Skywalker gets his own. The third item on my list is, even though it's not strictly Force Friday, I'm a little iffy on that part, but it looks cool, is the Star Wars Comforter. It's awesome. I don't know if I would actually put this on my bed. I might hang it on a wall though, because it just looks really cool. I love the design, the cool retro look. It really reminds me of the original line of Star Wars comics from Marvel. The fourth and second to last, the fourth and fifth go together. Pretty much like rocks and clay, peanut butter and jelly, toilet paper and toilets,
Light bulbs and cockroaches.
Jokes and laughing. Dad jokes and not laughing. The fourth item on my list is the BB-8 app-enabled droid by Sphero. Controlled with your smart device, it is also film authentic movement, which means that it pretty much has the full range of motion that BB-8 does in the movie. And the fifth item on my list is the BB-9E app-enabled droid by Sphero. It's pretty much the same as the BB-8, but slightly cooler because there are lights inside of the dome, which is his head. Sensors allow him to react to your presence, and another interesting fact is that in the description, they say, "This is not the droid you're looking for. This is the droid that is looking for you." That either means that it plays hide and seek with you, which I slightly doubt, or it has some sort of hint to his role in the movie, which is quite a mystery. And it could be really interesting.
Enough out of you. Now it's my turn. Along the same lines of the last two entries of Phineas's wish list, my list begins with the R2-D2 app-enabled droid by Sphero. This thing is so cool. Much like the other two app-enabled droids, it has audio from internal speakers, so it plays authentic movie noises. It has working lights on its dome, and you can control him via your smart device. Something I think is really cool about these app-enabled droids is that there's a watch-along feature, where you can stick them in front of a TV while you're watching one of the Star Wars movies, and they will react along with you. Second on my list are the Force Link 3 3/4 inch action figures by Hasbro. When it comes to action figure collecting, there are two main sizes that you go off of. There's the 3 3/4 inch scale and the 6 inch scale. There's also 7 inches and 12 inch figures, but most collectors stick to just one of those two categories. This new line is inspired by The Last Jedi, and they play audio and dialogue from the film with Force Link gear sold separately. This first wave of action figures includes Luke Skywalker, Rey, Finn, Poe, Kylo Ren with his TIE silencer, Rose, Leia, General Hux, Rey and a Praetorian Guard, Paige, C-3PO, First Order Stormtrooper, and only included in the BB-8 2-in-1 playset, you can get Supreme Leader Snoke for the first time in his golden robes. Of course, Snoke isn't the only character from The Last Jedi who is getting his first action figure. Rose is getting an action figure too, which I think is really cool. I'm really interested to see who Rose is and what she ends up doing with Finn in the movie. The third item on my list is the epic, the amazing Black Series Poe Dameron flight helmet. If you are familiar with the Black Series of prop replicas, they are incredible. There is a Black Series Kylo Ren helmet that looks just like the actual prop used in the film, and Poe Dameron's flight helmet is no different. It is a screen-accurate prop replica with internal speakers that play sound from The Last Jedi, which I think is really awesome, including some beeps and whirs from BB-8, and it has adjustable straps. The fourth item on my list I couldn't help but put on here. It is adorable. It's the Porg 9-inch plush. Lots of people have been complaining about the Porgs, saying they're like the New Age Ewoks. I think they're adorable. This little plush is small and soft, and it's just so cute. A popular theory that's going around is that the Porgs will, spoiler alert, help Chewbacca cope with the death of...
Spoiler alert.
Since in most of the promotional material and stuff, Chewbacca has been seen with Porgs, and his action figure even includes a little plastic Porg. And the fifth and final entry on my list is Phasma. This is a new novel exploring the origin story of one of the most mysterious characters from the new trilogy, Captain Phasma herself. The character is portrayed by Gwendolyn Christie, and she has not been seen very much. She had a pretty important role in The Force Awakens, but not very much screen time, and it seems like she's going to have even more of an important role in The Last Jedi, and I would like to know more about her, which is why I put this novel on the list. It is written by Delilah S. Dawson, and it's part of the Journey to the Last Jedi series of books. You may remember that just before The Force Awakens came out, there was a Journey to the Force Awakens series that chronicled the events that took place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. This concludes our Force Friday 2 wishlist video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything on this list that you really think is cool, or something that we missed, please let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family, subscribe, and tell your enemies that we are awesome.
Like this video if you mourn my death.